Hi, you're watching Baby TV Unplugged with Ricky Mia today. My mission would be to try to get my kids to eat a little bit more vegetables than what they would choose normally themselves. By that, we already give the kids, when they get back from school or daycare center, some pieces of fruit or vegetables in a small bowl, and then they can take that around the house and eat it if it's not too messy. Or nuts if we have that. It's a little bit what we got in the fridge that says what we're gonna have in that bowl of theirs. But it's a success for the kids to eat something healthy before dinner, so they're not getting more difficult at those afternoon hours. And today I was meeting some teenagers in the grocery shop today, and they all bought like energy drinks, and we didn't even have that when I was a young teenager, so I was surprised about how often they actually go and buy those energy drinks that are not good for you. And then they were buying cinnamon buns and white bread and so on for their lunch. And I was like, hopefully my kids, when they grow up and becomes teenagers, they will have some better norms for what to put for lunch. Of course they can have the cinnamon buns as well, but if we have this tradition of eating vegetables a lot more, I think it will stay with them when they have their time on their own as the teenagers. Here I'm cooking a lasagne, and starting off with the big pieces of vegetables. It's onion, carrots, and corn. And what I want to do here is I'm just going to boil this up and use a really good olive oil. And for this lasagne, it's just made the easy way with the vegetables and some meat, and then the bechamel sauce, the white sauce later, and some cheese at the top, layered with the pasta. But the thing today is this mixer. I've started to use it a lot more. It's just an easy way of making my hard, big pieces of vegetables into a really nice sauce, so that the kids are not rejecting the vegetables. Usually they are trying to figure out how to find out how to apart the carrots and the onions from the rest of the food. And that is my point today. If we can mix it and blend it into the dish, then they're never going to find out. And in that way they're going to have a much more healthy cooking. So this, of course, I can't do every day because home cooking takes a lot of extra time, but I would love to have the time to do it a lot more. But the technique is actually not taking that long. So if you're using the mixer for some other dishes, please help me to come with your comments on Baby TV Unplugged if you've got a good idea for this, because this is just a traditional lasagna, and you can do it with the spaghetti bolognese and vegetables sauce with a flavor with pasta or rice or potatoes. Even the regular soups for the autumn is fantastic. So come up with your ideas for a perfect mix for those youngsters of the 5-year-olds that are really not wanting to have onions in their food. I hope that this dish will suit the whole family today, because mine is only 1 year old and he's starting to eat this as well, if it's not too difficult to chew. So these big pieces are going to be a nice flavor of sauce into this lasagne, and in that way everybody will have a nutritious meal. So come up with your suggestions so I can make another dish completely different from this one.